I only drink water, therefore I'm better than you. This is what happens when you get drunk and do dumb stuff. It's kind of like having your kids fight each other. I always see the water snobs in my comments. When you put dog turds in their holes, it kind of ruins the fun for them. People are calling for his head. Too obnoxious, too exaggerated. Those were good, but a little bit too much of them. Good morning on this glorious Tuesday morning where it's currently 62 degrees at 9:15 a.m. There's Bolt and there's Bailey back there. Today is my last day off of the week. I gotta get busy tomorrow. But I'm looking at this yard. Look at these weeds. I'm literally drowning in a sea of weeds in this yard. Now some people might say it looks better having some color out here as opposed to just rock. That wasn't really the plan. Maybe. I guess. Does it look better? I don't think it does. But I kind of have a full day planned that's not work related. Although I do have a taste test I'm planning on this afternoon. But what's weird is it's chocolate related, and it's going to be so warm today. I might have to do it inside. I like doing a lot of stuff vlogging wise outside, but today maybe not so much. By the way, look at this. Bailey's right down there. As a follow-up to the drunk Canadian who injured a flamingo here in Las Vegas, I guess he was now ordered to stay in Las Vegas until his hearing in May, which means he's got to stay here for 2 months. If he has a job back home, he's probably screwed. You imagine calling your work saying, hey, I can't come home for at least 2 months because I got drunk and injured a bird in Las Vegas. That wouldn't go over too well. People are calling for his head. People are calling for him to serve jail time. I think just having to stay here is going to be pretty bad. Not that he doesn't deserve worse, I'm just saying. That's already bad. And the cost of having to stay here, this is what happens when you get drunk and do dumb stuff in Las Vegas. It's not like the movies where you can get away with it. Nothing. Oh, by the way, I noticed Bolt was digging a hole the other day. My trick for getting a dog to not dig holes is to put a dog turd in there. When you put dog turds in their holes, it kind of ruins the fun for them. You put a dog turd in one of their holes and they'll go up and sniff it and they walk away all disappointed. It's kind of funny. But anyways, I kind of got a lot going on today that's not work related. I do have a couple unboxings to do. But other than that, I got some errands to run. And it's so glorious out here right now. Mid-60s and sunny and no wind. I got to get out of the house. I can't be on my computer all day. I got to get out of here. Enjoy this beautiful weather, which I'm going to do right now. Walmart for my taste test, check. Dropping Bolt's DNA test off finally, check. Quick pit stop at Wendy's. Now I noticed a sign out front. It says Dave's Single. I don't know how long it's been Dave's Single, but I've been going to Wendy's for years and I don't think I ever realized the word Dave was in there. So I stand corrected. I've always just said a single, but maybe I should be saying Dave's Single. Or does it really matter? I don't know. Do you say Dave's Single when you go to Wendy's? You say single. All right, it's time for a Freakin' 2 taste test. Now, I recently saw that Jif entered the peanut butter egg category to compete against Reese's. So I'm gonna taste them side by side. I have a standard Reese's peanut butter egg here, and I'm gonna compare it to the new Jif Peanut Butter Egg. Has Reese's gone downhill recently, as a Reese's family member recently said? Is Jif taking advantage of Reese's recent bad PR? That is the question. So let's try these out side by side here. First up, a Reese's peanut butter egg. Let's try this out here. I've had a million of these, but let's just do it for comparison's sake. Pretty standard. The chocolate isn't exactly high end. The peanut butter has a certain almost gritty texture to it, as it always has, but it's a familiar flavor. Let's try now this lovely looking Jif egg that has a egg design on it. That's kind of nice. Let's see what we got here. Take a look at these side by side. This is the Jif now. It's much creamier. It actually tastes like creamy peanut butter. I almost had to look and see if there's anything else in there because it was so creamy. The Reese's has that familiar Reese's texture to it, but certainly not like creamy peanut butter. Jif, much creamier. Let me try these again here. Reese's. Tastes almost dry in comparison to the Jif. Jif now. Now, I've got to preface this by saying I'm a lifelong Reese's Peanut Butter Cup fan, so it's hard for me to really say anything bad about it. But if I'm being fair here, I'm also a lifelong Jif fan too. It's kind of like having your kids fight each other. It's like you love both of them. But if I'm gonna be honest here, the Jif one tastes more like real peanut butter. It doesn't taste as artificial, it doesn't taste as much added to it. It tastes like peanut butter inside of chocolate. Now, if you absolutely love the Reese's Peanut Butter Eggs, it's gonna be hard to convince you to try anything else. But if you think, maybe there's more out there, maybe they've gone downhill over the years, the Jif one is definitely a solid contender. That's real peanut butter tasting. It has a much creamier texture to it. It doesn't taste as dry. So while I don't know if I can pick a clear winner between the two of these, because they are kind of different, I think the Jif one is certainly on par. Some people will say it's better, some people won't, but I think that they're neck and neck as far as I'm concerned. It's certainly a good alternative. That's all I've got. Now back to the vlog. Let me try these one more time in a different setting. Maybe somehow being outside will make them taste different. All right, let me try Reese's real quick here. One bite each. Reese's. Jif. I'm not sure I'm really ready to declare a winner between those two. Even still, if you want more authentic taste in peanut butter, that Jif's pretty authentic tasting. Tastes like creamy peanut butter. In other words, you can't go wrong with either one of these. And these dogs are smelling this peanut butter. They want some. Sorry guys, you can't have chocolate. So that was my dessert. You know what I had for lunch? Peanut butter sandwich. I can't get enough peanut butter. And I'm washing it down with a Mr. Pibb Zero. That's right. Drinking Mr. Pibb makes you think of some of the water snobs I've encountered over the years. We've all met water snobs before. Now there's a lot of water drinkers out there, but there's water snobs. And there's different levels of water snobs too. I always see the water snobs in my comments. Say I'm doing a taste test of Mr. Pibb, for example. There'll always be the person that says, well, I just drink water. Great, why are you here then? Or then there's the other one who's a little bit more aggressive that says, you should just drink water. It's better for you. Maybe I should, but I don't. Why are you here too? I've known some water snobs over the years that have this self-righteous attitude because they're somehow better than everybody else because they drink water. I only drink water, therefore I'm better than you. Now, not every water drinker is a snob. I know a lot of non-snobby water drinkers, but there are snobby water drinkers. There are people who pretty much snobs about anything out there. I've seen tennis shoe snobs. I've seen sunglasses snobs. There are car snobs, tech snobs. There are shaving snobs. You name anything, any facet of life, whether it's a product or something you do, and there will exist a snob in that category. Which makes you wonder, what am I a snob about? Maybe we're all snobs about something. What am I a snob about? I gotta think about that, because if I think about it hard enough, I'll probably come up with something. I'm probably a snob about something. Let me think about that, and I'll get back to you. I decided to take a walk. Number one, because it's just so nice out here. And number two, because I think I ate a little bit too much sugar. And taking a walk kind of helps regulate your blood sugar. I feel like I had a little bit too much sugar. Those were good, but I made a little bit too much of them. But I think for right now, I'm just going to sit here and do absolutely nothing and just soak in the scenery while I can. A few minutes of soaking and then head back home. So in regards to what I was talking about earlier today, I was trying to think about what am I a snob about? And I did come up with something. It might be a bit of a cop-out, but YouTube channels in general, and especially product reviewers. Now, I'm not going to publicly bash anybody, and I usually would publicly say nice things about people, but in my own mind, I'm a snob when it comes to most YouTube channels. I don't like most YouTubers. I don't like most YouTube channels. I find most YouTubers to be either too obnoxious, too exaggerated, too fake, and most product reviewers are usually overly positive because they're just looking for affiliate money. Now, I do include affiliate links in my reviews, but I even include affiliate links for products I don't like. I just include links for all of them. But I ain't gonna give something a good review just because I want to get affiliate money. Unfortunately, a lot of reviewers do. So I guess when it comes to that, I'm kind of a snob. Well, that's about it for this day. You know, I really enjoyed doing that taste test, but man, it sucks when you get older. You can't eat like you used to when you're young. When you're young, you can eat anything. Now I have a couple of pieces of candy and my stomach feels upset the rest of the day. But that's the way it is as you get older. As you get older, you slowly lose the ability to do things you did when you're younger. It might start off as certain things you eat, and then it might move into things like mobility. So no matter how old you are, take advantage of what you can do now while it lasts, because nothing lasts forever. Especially this day, which is over now. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.